All right, what's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. And we're going to go over a few stocks that I want to bring onto you guys' radar. And we're going to go ahead and look at them on the daily chart just so you can get a good, general sense of the overall trend, right? Not necessarily just the trend on a week or the past day or so, right? So specifically, we're going to be looking at these fertilizer stocks, and I have a little bit of a watch list right here. But if there's any stocks you guys would like me to chart up and analyze for you, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to do, a video on it, give you some technical analysis and my thoughts on it. I do viewer requests every single week. All right. So, for instance, here, ticker symbol ANDE. If we look, all right, up 60% in the past 90 days. All right. The stock's been performing very, very well. If we look here from the lows of the year, all right, to the highs, over 100%. All right, that's about 136%. We bottomed out here at 25 and we almost topped out right up at 60. Okay, so really amazing stuff has been going on in the fertilizer industry, and something that really helped propel this and all of that basically, right, was the Russia-Ukraine crisis. All right, because of a lot of fertilizer comes from that area of the world. So that's why we're looking at a lot of these stocks. Okay, ANDE is the first one we're looking at here. All right, and we just have some basic things pulled up. All right, all we're looking at here is the moving averages. And this is our 20 moving average, this line right here, simple day moving average. And if we notice, every time, it's kind of found support there, all right, over the past, 6 months, all right. It has dipped below it a few times, but when it's done that, it's found support along the yellow line here. This is the 50-day simple moving average, okay? So, your first bounce zone that you want to pay attention for is the 20, all right? And then for another potential bounce zone is going to be the 50, okay? Because once it breaks that, we hit the 50. And, you can, try to trade these, based off the momentum, right? And if you see a buying opportunity at one of these moving averages, then you could look to, possibly enter a swing trade on this, right? Now, of course, you would need to set some stop losses, some risk management, some things like that. I got a video on that in the top right-hand corner. So go ahead and watch that if you, need to learn a little bit about some risk management. But Andy's the first one we're looking at. MOS is another one. All right. Look at this one, had lows 28, highs 80 almost. All right. So, this one did even better than the last stock we were just looking at. This one had from its lows to highs was 178. This is all within the past year, guys. This isn't like some trend that just happened in one instant. If we look from the original lows right here up to there, that was 80 days and that was a 50% rally. Okay. Then it pulls back. All right. If you notice, we'll look at the moving averages. It's trading way above the blue one here. This is our 20. This means that the momentum is up. This is an upward trend. If it comes back, you're going to want to look for it to find support there. If it doesn't and we break below, then that's when you can start to see that your uptrend is done, right? So that's the main thing you're going to look for. If it does break it, then you want it to see it bounce off the yellow one, our 50. Okay. So, we see it break this one. It comes near the yellow one. It bounces there. We're holding it now. We're holding it. And boom, now we're breaking this one. And now it's resistance. So we have a potential buying opportunity coming up on the fertilizer sector and in a lot of the stock market as well. But, if you look at the overall trend, right, let's look at QQQ today, right? This is the NASDAQ. We've been in a downtrend, okay? Let's go from, this is November, all right? We're down 20% on QQQ, all right? Now let's go to our next, like fertilizer stock, okay? And let's take a look at something like this, all right? Now, CMP, wow, look at this, since November, okay? This is November right here, up 43%. So the tech sector is down 20%, but CMP is up 40%. So, there's always a market rotation, and that's kind of my, reason for making this video, is just to kind of show you guys where some of the market money has been rotating in the market. Sorry. And, some things that you may want to pay attention to right now. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and buy these, or anything like that at all. But, this is where money has been rotating to, right? So there's a possibility, right, that, okay, if this has been the pattern, we may see this pattern continue. but we need to be cautious that this pattern doesn't have to repeat itself, and then this market rotation could end, right? If the Russia Ukraine war crisis, let's say, gets solved, fixed, yada yada yada, this could end the fertilizer stock run, right? I mean, why not? If okay, well, now the place that produced and supplied most of the global fertilizer is back online and everybody's doing business with them, then you may see some of the stocks pull back after getting that nice rally. So that's something that you really want to be prepared for. Okay, but we'll keep going through the list. Not all of these look as good, okay, as Andy and MOS. NTR is another one. Nutrien, okay. Nutrien has been performing really, really well as well. And a lot of these have earnings coming up. Okay, it is the beginning of earnings season. So we'll get to see earnings from these within the next month, and we'll be able to get a little bit of guidance maybe on certain individual stocks. Now, not every single fertilizer play is up only right now. Okay, SMG is one of them that I've been watching a lot and expecting some big things out of, honestly. I mean, we look here on the RSI, we have some bullish divergence. All right. And this essentially is when the bottoms of the RSI is going up and creating an uptrend. But if we look at the bottoms of the stock, I mean, it's just going lower. We have a low here, lower, lower, lower. Right. So that's something known as bullish divergence that we have building up. And let's take a look at the moving averages again, real quick. I don't know what I just did on my screen, but we'll fix this real quick. And we are now trading on the bottom. Okay, so we're trading below our 20-day moving average, below the 50, below the 100, 200. So this isn't a clear downtrend, right? So we're going to be looking to see when that downtrend may break. But I just wanted to give you an example that just because if something's fertilizer related, don't throw money just blindly at it. But some really good ones are ICL. Okay, ICL has been performing really well. CF has been performing very well. IPI is another one that's been performing very well. Okay, now all of these, if you notice, are having major pullbacks. Again, we'll look at SPY. Okay, this is the S&P 500. Just big red day right here. Okay, so things are not looking good in the stock market at all. But there is always a rotation. Okay, there's stocks going around, and then that you want to be paying attention to. All right, FMC is another one. All right, FMC is another stock. And CMP, I don't know if I went over this one. Yeah, I showed you guys CMP. Biox, okay, BIOX, and SEED. These ones are pretty interesting. Okay, they have some setups building, but there's a few things that I'm watching here. Okay, a lot of these things are just starting to cross over. And we actually just started trading above the 200-day simple moving average right here. If we can get a golden cross, then we could see this one do pretty well. It's also got earnings coming up soon. So that's what I see it is, we're either going to have a nice catalyst on around earnings times that'll send us into some breakout levels, right? Possibly up to these areas. Or, if things go south, we have a gap down here to fill. So I can definitely see the stock going either way. I'm not going to be too biased. Now, hopefully you guys made it this long into the video. If you did, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, like I said, I do viewer requests every single week, but let me know what sectors you think that there's been a rotation into. Let me know what sectors you think that the next rotation is going to go into, right? Because there's always money being flowing around the market. And, when you see a stock like Netflix drop 30%, that money is going somewhere else, right? So we want to try to figure out where is this money going to and why. And fertilizer has been one, that sector. There's been many stocks performing just absolutely really well over the past year, and then especially with the added boost from the Russia-Ukraine crisis. So thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.